to throw. It's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Robinson. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Wide open space. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Grab behind the line. It's Smalls. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first job. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough?
There he goes! And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job on this defense.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Quarterback keeps it. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal, you don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Bruins are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
To throw, it's Salter. Going for it all. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Price. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Salter. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time.
Oh, they're faking it. He completes the pass, but short of the sticks. Results the same. Here comes the punt team. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd route. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle.
Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hayden. Fights off a defender. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Salter. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second down coming up. Gives it on the option. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quarterback making adjustments. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? In this case, not. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He has the first and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now it's 3rd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Star leads a comeback today. He could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Salter. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Bucks! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got the tight end. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Thomas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
He'll start this drive going to the air. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Salter. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Get it out to the supersonic guy.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll throw on third and short. Dances away. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Buying some time. It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Salter. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On target to the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Berger. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Salter. He lobs one high down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd.